At this time, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you the class of 2017 valedictorian, Shannon Dane.
Hi everyone. I would like to begin by welcoming all of our honored speakers and guests, family members, friends, administrators, teachers, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2017. Finally, the day we have all been waiting for has arrived. Today, we commemorate the next batch of doctors and lawyers, architects and engineers, and in my best friend Samuel Boy's case, WNBA players. Yes, we are no longer going to be yelled at by Mr. Kelly for wearing our sweatshirts with hoodies, and we'll definitely miss Miss O'Connell's warm greetings in the front office. 4 long years ago, we arrived at Trinity Catholic with our hopes and dreams. Today, we are leaving with even bigger aspirations. Each of us had our own unique experiences at Trinity, a combination of the good times and bad times, times of laughter and joy, times of school spirit, and of course, times where we're frantically running around in homeroom trying to figure out if anyone has the physics homework finished for next period. Sorry, Miss Petkova. Nonetheless, for all of us, graduation is the day that represents the end of one chapter of our lives and the beginning of another. Before we part ways and begin our journey into the bright unknown, I would like to reflect on the countless memories that we have forged over the past 4 years. Coming from a large public school system in a different town, I had no idea what to expect from a close-knit Catholic school in Stamford. Aside from my brother Dylan, who was a sophomore at the time, and his friends, I only knew of one student going to Trinity Catholic prior to high school. Some of you may know him as our school's greatest basketball star, Adam Pate. May his man bun rest in peace. I recall how clueless the two of us were as we walked in through the front doors that very first day, naive and wide-eyed. I had secretly hoped that I would have the help of my older brother to make my transition into high school run smoother, but as some of you may know, Dylan has not always been my biggest fan. But only after a few weeks of discovering my ground at Trinity, like all of the freshmen do, I quickly began to build friendships that would continue to develop and extend over the next few years. To say the least, freshman year was an interesting ride. We had the privilege of learning fun geometric proofs under Miss Soto, as well as dissecting pigs with Miss Eufamadou in between her wonderful biology tests. Miss Donahue taught us a dance about the parts of a sentence that we will never forget. And, of course, we all got to watch Raji turn on the TV in religion class from his phone. I don't think anyone knows how he did that to this day. On another note, we caught our first glimpse of high school sports as we watched our illustrious football team go 0-11. And despite the losing season, we saw a strong dedication and outpouring of pride amongst the Trinity Catholic crowd to the very end. Sophomore year, I believe, came and went in a haze for many of us. While I don't recall much that happened this year, I can certainly say that after having a year of Catholic education under our belts, every single one of us grew in our faith and relationship with Christ. We also became more accustomed to daily life at Trinity. We were no longer the proverbial deer caught in the headlights. Then the hectic fervor that was junior year came, and we were officially halfway done with high school. I think we can all agree that the feeling of being an upperclassman was thrilling. Yet before we knew it, we were bombarded with strenuous AP courses, extensive standardized tests, and thoughts of lengthy college applications. I would like to make a special shout out to all the group chats that were put together, especially Altoona Swagger, you guys know who you are, for helping us through this difficult year. I'm not going to go into much more detail than that, but obviously our teachers took part in guiding us through the year as well. You see, that's the beauty of the Trinity Catholic family. Just when you start to get comfortable and accustomed to a familiar routine, our mentors challenge us to further probe our intellectual curiosity. And, as a family, we never fail to come together and support each other through thick and thin. We see no finer example of this than on the sports side of things. Crusader Nation truly came together as we formed student sections in the stands throughout the fall football season and well into the winter sports season. We will forever miss painting our faces in green and gold, chanting "We have Maxwell" even if he wasn't in the game, and popping confetti cannons after touchdowns. To whoever is running the Twitter page next year, be sure to retweet Dave Rudin's minute-by-minute post to keep the rest of us updated. And before long, senior year was upon us. In our first week of classes last fall, I recall Mr. Kriz telling us to relish and savor every moment because graduation would be upon us before we knew it. I hate to admit it, but he was right. While this year may have flew by quicker than any of us anticipated, we will hold the special moments in our hearts forever. We witnessed the first football game ever on Gaglio Field, chanted against our city rivals at our last hockey jamboree, traveled to Mohegan Sun to watch the boys basketball team win a state title, experienced our last fashion show, and laced up our dancing shoes for our final high school prom. Over the course of our formative years here, I've come to embrace one significant lesson I hope to share with everyone. I'm sure that, for all of us, whether it be in the classroom, on the field, or on the stage, have made mistakes that felt devastating at first. Sometimes a mistake can seem insurmountable when it occurs, but the magnitude of the incident quickly fades into the depths of our burgeoning consciousness and neatly pocketed into the folds of our collective youth. In order to be able to successfully move on, it is necessary to learn from the trials and tribulations of yesteryear and to glean the essences of every positive takeaway. As a whole, these experiences make us all the stronger and wiser, shaping us into the proud young adults we are today. It is important, mind you, that we recognize that the bastions of adolescence are not mired in monochromatic black and white or steeped in the proverbial battle between good or bad, winning or losing. Rather, that our individual journeys are about the integrity of the process in between. It's about the learning process we derive from these experiences, or as Thoreau would put it, about harvesting the marrow of life and not on mere materialistic medals or awards afterwards. We've all had the feeling of starting slow, but starting slow is all right as long as we finish strong. I stand here today feeling confident that we've matured in our abilities to pluck the good from the bad. When mishaps occur, they impart more lifelong wisdom than their temporary pain can inflict. Yes, it may be human nature to err, but it's our Trinity Catholic spirit to remember that it's what we do afterwards that determines our humanity. Last but certainly not least, I would like to thank our parents, faculty, spiritual advisors, and peers for guiding us along this remarkable journey. Of course, we are going to miss Joe V's freshly baked cookies, but I think it's safe to say we will all be relieved when we hear the number 32 not followed by a swarm of laughter. All right, I've rambled long enough. Remember, guys, as President Trump once said, no dream is too big, no challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. On behalf of the seniors, I salute everyone who has helped to make our freshman hopes and dreams come alive. Thank you and congratulations to the Trinity Catholic High School class of 2017.
Mrs. Stacy Stuber, Associate Superintendent of the Diocese of Bridgeport, along with Principal Williams, will now award diplomas to these students who have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies required by Trinity Catholic High School, the Diocese of Bridgeport, and the state of Connecticut. In fairness to all graduates and in the interest of time, please hold your applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas. Frank Anthony Alfano. Holly Lynn Ann Amato. Lucy O'Brien Angus. Cheyenne Elise Antoine. Tyler Andrew Jason Austin. Emma Ann Balistreri. Sydney Elizabeth Bardsley. Tatiana Graciela Barroso. Brian Bellamy. Jeffrey S. Bersueda. Jonathan Michael Bavona. Catherine Marie Bonsignori. Anthony John Bosco III. Margaret Elizabeth Boucher. Sam I. Bradley. Nathan Britton. Brian Clift Brown. Liam Brown. Matthew James Buchkowski. Harrison Randall Burns. Kristen P. Cafaro. Samantha L. Colicchio. Stephen Alexander Capinetti. Natalie Carson. Juan D. Castaneda. Thomas Joseph Chippetta. Christian J. Conti. Maxwell R. Coughlin. Kelly Ann Cullen. Marco A. Delia. Xuan Ming Da. Shannon M. Dane. Brittany Ann DeJesus. Jeffrey John DeRosa. Emma Blanche DeRubis. Alexandra DeVita. Michael William Donley. Laura Maria Doda. Cooper Patrick Airing. Sean William Eilertson. Emily Darling Ellis. John Christopher Farrell. Elizabeth Victoria Frere. Ava Michelle Fusaro. Peter James Galgano. Nicholas Vaughn Gatto. Claudia Avis Geyer. Wanda Michelle Gomez. Gerardo Gonzalez. William Dominic Gonzalez. Nicholas Anthony Granada. Kenneth Justin Green. Riley Michaela Griffin. Marcel Harabin. M. Patrick Hayes. Michael P. Hennessy. Samantha Bria Herman. Alec Gregory Genya. Cameron Jorman. Courtney Elizabeth Kohler. Jessica Ann Kaprosky. Samantha Marie Kaprosky. Jeremiah K. Lamoth. Run Lee. Shunyi Lee. Wei Kai Liang. Alexandra Elizabeth Lindell. Zachary Thomas Lockwood. Dominica M. Lopez. Crystal Renee Lewis. Wuohong Luo. Fang Xiang Liu.
Good job, Levi!
Therese Barbara Mahoney. Christian Fritz Majesty. Michael Antonio Marchetti. Hunter K. Martin. Michael Meyer. Jordan Alexander Miller. Gary Morgan Jr. Madeline Morris. Caroline Marie Murphy. Rachel Ann Nelson. Gabriel Nunez. Samantha Anna O'Boy. Caitlin Olivetti. Anne Marie Parrish. Adam J. Pate. Parthas E. Patel. Tatiana Paul. Sachi Cecilia Penha. Simon Jason Peppa. Brianna Andrea Pierre. Michelle Diane Pierre Louis. Thomas Edward Pracup Jr.
Let's go! Yeah, team!
Siha Ren. Christine Rodriguez. Janae Rossell. Madeline Rufinot. Matthew Rutherford. Johanna Lynn Ruzzi. Willie Cedric Sadler. Connor John Scanlon. Anthony Sclafani. Rayanne Elise Scott. Lily Helen Shanahan. Nefeli Shihai. Molly Caitlin Sheridan. Sophia Silva Malici. Molly Smalley. Connor Vincent Smith. Dominic Michael Surchek. Ryan Robert Sweeney. Alexandra Swiderski. Carly Ann Simonowski. Quinn Roger Thompson. Timothy Isaiah Smith Val. is right. Vina Veracun. Jason Scott Wolf. Guan Yu Wusu. Taiga Wang. An Shu. Arthur Yanev. Ladies and gentlemen, the TCHS Class of 2017. At this time, ask everyone to be seated. At this time, I'm very happy to invite Stacy Stubert to address our graduates.
Good morning, graduates. So this is it, commencement. How excited and proud and happy you must be. And I am just as excited and happy and proud to be part of this day and to have these few moments to share some thoughts. I am here on behalf of Dr. Stephen Cheeseman, the Superintendent of Schools. He sends to you his congratulations and his blessings. He could not be here today, as there are 2 diocesan graduation ceremonies occurring at this moment. So we decided to flip a coin to see who would go where, and as you can see, I won the toss. So as the mayor was saying earlier, that following the traditional formalities that occur at graduation, there is usually an older person who has supposedly benefited from years of experience speaking to a group of young, energetic people who are about to embark on a new adventure and may be somewhat inexperienced. So as the older person in this equation, it falls upon my shoulders to say a few words that will hopefully inspire you and maybe give you a little advice. So I happen to have 2 pieces of advice and also 1 challenge. The first small piece of advice is to be selective. And by being selective, I don't just mean making decisions. I mean taking the time to make the smart choices. Be selective in the words you choose. Words are powerful. Use them wisely. Use them respectfully. And know your audience. Use words that will lift others up. The phrase, "a kind word is never wasted," is a truthful statement. Be selective in your actions. I've seen an inspirational poster that read, "The distance between dreaming your dreams and making them a reality is measured by your actions." Whatever path you choose, whatever dream you want to make real, you will need to take action. You cannot leave life up to chance. It may take time and hard work, But if you want to achieve your dream, you are the one who will choose your actions. And being selective should apply to all decisions, but probably the most critical time to be selective is in the people with whom you associate. It is of the utmost importance to surround yourself with those who are going to bring out the best in you. Gravitate toward the people who amaze you, who make you laugh, who set a great example for you to emulate. A second piece of advice: be grateful. You have so much to be grateful for. Just today alone, as graduates of Trinity Catholic, be grateful for the administrators and teachers and staff who helped you grow academically, for the priests who have helped you grow spiritually, and for the friends who have helped you grow socially. Be grateful for your parents. And just in case you haven't been paying attention, they have done, and I'm sure will continue to do, a lot for you. They love you, and no matter where they or you may be, they always will. And having a broad view from up here, I have seen the smiles and the joyful tears and all the many pictures being taken. Your parents are so proud of you, and rightfully so. And they are excited for you, for they know there is so much more ahead of you. And it is not just because you are their son or daughter, it is because you are also God's child as well. You may not realize what your parents already know, but God has plans for each and every one of you. And His plans are spectacular if you are open to them. God's plans do not include for you to be just okay. God did not create you for mediocrity or just to exist. You were called to be great. And I can say that confidently because I know you were created in His image and He has called you by name. Knowing this, how can you choose to be anything but grateful? You are blessed with the love of your parents and family and friends and the eternal love of our God. And now the challenge part. In order to be truly selective and grateful, oftentimes you're going to have to step back from yourselves. Step away from your wants, your needs, and your desires. And this is challenging because popular culture bombards you with the message that it is your needs and your wants and your desires that do indeed come first, before everything and everyone else. A culture that often denies the sacred. That's a false choice. In this age of social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, it's difficult to stop focusing on ourselves. We're everywhere. I get it. And this may come to a shock to all of you, but the majority of the people here have gotten through life without taking 110 pictures of themselves every day. So instead of taking selfies, try being selfless. The author David McCullough wrote, "The great and curious truth of the human experience is that selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself." The endless stream of daily posts and selfies is unnecessary. But what is necessary is for you to be present in your lives. Be present in your families. Be present in your colleges. Be present in your communities. Be present in your church. Give of yourselves. The world needs your participation in it. And the world needs the real you, the flesh and blood you, not just a digital image of you. Our Lord Jesus did not leave us a picture of Himself so that we would remember Him. He left us His real presence, the flesh and blood Christ of the Eucharist. So take the challenge to put down the cell phone and begin to look up. Begin to look out. Begin to look away from yourself. If and when you do, you will find a world that is in dire need of people like you. People who will choose right over wrong, who have grateful hearts, and who will joyfully and willingly live up to the responsibilities of making this life on earth a better one. So congratulations to the class of 2017. I wish you much joy and success in your future. Thank you, and God bless you.
I now call on Father Joseph for our benediction.
Please bow your heads and pray for God's blessing. The Lord be with you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he show his face to you and have mercy on you. May he turn his countenance towards you and give you his peace. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go in peace.
Thank you for joining us here today to celebrate the achievements and congratulate our graduates. We ask that you remain in your seats until the graduates exit the field to return to their homerooms. Please join us in the courtyard following the ceremony for refreshments supplied by our Homeschool Association.